Coming up now, the very latest news from Pattaya and Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. Please like and subscribe. It helps us and it helps you too. Despite claims that he had influence in very important places, Thaksin Shinawatra yesterday was sentenced to 12 months in a conventional jail by Thailand's Supreme Court. The former Prime Minister, who absconded from here years ago and then returned, had, according to the court, facilitated his own removal from jail when previously sentenced and seen him instead serve his time in a rather comfortable suite at a police hospital in the capital. His claims of illness were not accepted by the court, which heard that any serious ailments that he listed could and should have been treated in the regular prison facilities. As a result, he was sent back without appeal yesterday to complete the sentence that he should have served before. Leaving the court, he was initially shipped to the remand prison, but from there he was later removed to Kong Prem Jail, which houses a multitude of prisoners for various crimes, but does have adjacent hospital facilities. Security obviously is an issue, and the Thai media reports that he will need the services of other lags, former policemen in many cases, to ensure his safety, but that otherwise no special privileges. Many Thais point out that he should be without phone or PC links, as is standard there, and only receive visitors in the traditional manner, which would then preclude his usual diatribe during the run-up to elections. Once seen as the most dominant of families on Thailand's political scene, the Shinawatras now see the future as a massive disarray, as Pheu Thai, the party that he was the de facto leader of, struggles to find a second wind in advance of national polls, which Thai media predicts will see them fall in power to an all-time low. Led away from the court to waiting police transport, he smiled for cameras, and previously wrote that he was looking forward to putting an end to his past, both the legal cases and any conflict started by him or related to him. No word on the actual number of days that he will have to serve of the 12-month sentence to satisfy the courts. Kuna Nuchin has clarified that he is in no rush to see those chosen for the new interim cabinet installed in their offices, as each and every one will first be independently vetted to ensure that nothing in their background could prevent them from taking office. But he has invited General Attapon Natpanij, the caretaker defence minister, to continue in the role to ensure an uninterrupted transition of the defence ministry. On Phuket, when flooding caused traffic chaos yesterday, one foreigner opted to drive off the main road and instead take what he thought was a shortcut. It was very short, but one that led to him and his car ending up in the sea, as despite his assumption, it was in fact a boat ramp. Full speed along the road and then the ramp saw him able to escape, but the vehicle totally submerged. Port teams hauled it out yesterday, but insurance companies will be less than happy as it was totally ruined. Meanwhile at home, and following storms earlier in the week, a Rayong poultry farmer has reported that 50,000 of her stock drowned in two massive poultry sheds during flash floods on Monday. The speed of the water rise meant that staff were unable to save the birds raised for meat, and it's assumed, as is standard for poultry, that they'd had their wings clipped, which would have prevented them from being able to fly. Pattaya City Hall has set standards required for those offering so-called sea walks in the bay. Now popularly donning of breathing equipment and weights allows the tourist to walk along the seabed whilst tethered to a boat. Licenses will be required for operators who have to prove competency in all issues of safety and protect the ecosystem. The licence will only be issued to Thai nationals and will also see vessels and safety equipment inspected. And the report from the Tourism Board on Pattaya's recent film festival reads, "Could have done better if they tried," as it criticised the organisers for failing to make targets, pointing out that the event was held too quickly and that the publicity was inadequate. Response, according to the report, was poor, as the event itself was poorly publicised, and there was indeed even misunderstanding about which events took place at which venues, seeing meagre attendance at best by the public. And in the scathing pages, they've also recommended that if the event is to be repeated in the future, then in order for it to appeal internationally, there needs to be better PR and film content. Let's hope they manage to get it right next time. And with the Met Office promising rain today, highs of 31 dropping down to 26 and the real feel of 37. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.